Hello friends, how are you? I hope you will be fine. So today we are going to start with the chapter The Last Lesson. So in this chapter basically it is related to French German, that how the French language has stopped in school and how Germans came into effort, that the teachers were allowed only to teach German, not French. So basically the writer wrote that the two districts of France, that is Alsace and Lorraine. In these two districts, no French will be taught, only German will be taught because the order was given from Berlin. So basically what happened, the villagers, teachers and students were in a great distress that their language has been stopped in their district. So basically this chapter deals with about these types of uh, problems. So basically we are going to start with the summary. So the narrator, that is Franz, started for school very late that morning. He feared his class teacher M. Himmel. He would question the students on the participle. The narrator didn't know even the first word about them. He feared a scolding. He thought of running away and spending the day off outdoors. The weather was very warm and bright. On his second thought, he decided otherwise. He hurried off to school. सो जो ऑथर था वो सुबह अपनी क्लास के लिए बहुत देर हो गया था. उसने सोचा कि उसकी जो टीचर हैं वो उसे डांटेंगे क्योंकि उन्होंने बोला था कि वो उनसे पार्टिसिपल्स पे क्वेश्चन करेंगे. तो क्या हुआ, वो नरेटर वो स्कूल नहीं जाना चाहता था और उसने सोचा कि वो अपना पूरा दिन बाहर ही बिताएगा. लेकिन फिर उसे एहसास हुआ कि उस दिन तो बहुत गर्मी थी, इसलिए उसने सोचा कि उसे स्कूल जाना चाहिए और वो बहुत ही हरी अप अपने स्कूल जाने लगा. सो क्राउड इन फ्रंट ऑफ द बुलेटिन बोर्ड. As Franz walked past the town hall, he saw a big crowd in front of the bulletin board. For the last 2 years, all the bad news had come from there. The people got the news of the lost battle and the other important information only from there. So जो फ्रांस था वो टाउन हॉल के सामने से गुजरा. उसने बुलेटिन बोर्ड के सामने बड़ी भीड़ देखी. पिछले 2 साल से सारी बुरी खबरें वहीं से आई थी. लोगों को हारी हुई लड़ाइयों के बारे में और दूसरी महत्वपूर्ण सूचना केवल उसी बोर्ड से मिली थी. सो अनयूजुअली व्हेन द स्कूल begins there was a lot of hustle and bustle. The opening and closing of the desks and the lesson orally repeated loudly in unison created a lot of commotion. But now it was also still. He could depend on the commotion to get to his desk without being noticed. But now he went in before everybody. He blushed and was quite frightened, but nothing happened. No punishment. M. Himmel saw and asked him very kindly to take his seat. So जब वो क्लासरूम शुरू हुई थी तो काफ़ी शोर शराबा होता था. डेस्क के खुलने और बंद होने और पाठों के ज़बानी एक साथ साथ दोहराए जाने से काफ़ी हलचल पैदा होती थी. लेकिन अब सब बहुत शांत था. वे बिना दिखाई पड़े अपने डेस्क तक पहुंचने के लिए उस हलचल पर निर्भर था. लेकिन अब वे सभी के सामने अंदर गया. वह शर्म से लाल हो गया और काफ़ी डरा हुआ था, लेकिन कुछ भी नहीं हुआ, कोई भी सजा नहीं. एम हेमिल ने उसे देखा और बहुत विनम्रता से पूछा, अपनी सीट के लिए बैठ जाओ. Fed the last lesson, the M. Himmel was in formal clothes that he wore only on inspection and prize days. The whole school seemed quite strange and silent. The most surprising thing was the presence of village elders. They were sitting quietly on the back bench. M. Himmel mounted his chair and spoke in a grave and gentle tone. My children, this is the last lesson I shall give you. He told them that an order had come from Berlin. Only German would be taught in the school of Alsace. The new master would join the next day. I was their last lesson in French. He wanted them to be very attentive. M. Himmel उन औपचारिक कपड़ों में था जो वह निरीक्षण और पुरस्कार दिवसों पर ही पहनता था। सारी पाठशाला बहुत विचित्र और शांत प्रतीत होती थी, लेकिन सबसे अधिक हैरान करने वाली चीज़ थी गांव वाले बुजुर्गों की उपस्थिति। वे पिछले बेंचों पर शांत रूप से बैठे थे। एम हेमल अपनी कुर्सी पर चढ़ा और उसने गंभीर और विनम्र आवाज़ में बोलना शुरू किया। मेरे बच्चों, यह आखिरी पाठ है जो मैं तुम्हें पढ़ाऊंगा। उसने उन्हें बताया कि बर्लिन से एक आदेश आया है। एलएस के स्कूलों में केवल जर्मन भाषा पढ़ाई जाएगी। नया शिक्षक अगले दिन आ जाएगा। वह फ्रेंच का उनका आखिरी पाठ था। वे चाहते थे कि सभी बच्चे ध्यानपूर्वक उनके इस आखिरी पाठ को पढ़ें। Sudden love for French. The narrator felt sorry for not learning his lesson in French. He never liked his book. He didn't have any interest in grammar and history. But now he developed a fascination for them. Even he started liking M. Himmel. The idea that he would not teach them anymore made Franz forgot all about their ruler. He even forgot how cranky his teacher was. Now it was his turn to recite, but he got mixed up and confused. M. Himmel didn't scold him. कथाकार को फ्रेंच में अपने पाठों को न सीखने पर अफसोस हुआ। उसे अपनी पुस्तक कभी पसंद नहीं आई। उसे व्याकरण और इतिहास में कभी रुचि नहीं थी, लेकिन उसका उनके प्रति आकर्षण बढ़ गया था। वह एम हेमल को भी पसंद करने लगा था। वह इस विचार से कि वह उन्हें फिर और नहीं पढ़ाएंगे। फ्रांस उसके डंडे के बारे में भी सब कुछ भूल गया। वह ये भी भूल गया कि उसका अध्यापक कितना सनकी था। अब उसके सुनने की बारी थी, लेकिन वह घबरा गया और परेशान हो गया। एम हेमल ने उसे डांटा नहीं। M. Himmel showed his concern that people of Alsace generally give no importance to French. They put off learning their own native language. France was not the only exception. Many others were also guilty on this account. He declared that French language was the most beautiful language in the world. It was the clearest and most logical. They must guard it among themselves and never forget it. It appeared that M. Himmel wanted to give them all he knew before going away. एम हिमल ने चिंता जताई कि एल्सैक के लोग अक्सर फ्रेंच भाषा को कोई महत्व नहीं देते। वे अपनी देशी भाषा को सीखना टालते रहते हैं। फ्रांस ही केवल मात्र लड़का नहीं था, बहुत से अन्य लोग भी इस बात के लिए अपराधी थे। उसने घोषणा की कि फ्रेंच भाषा संसार की सबसे सुंदर भाषा है। यह भाषा अधिक स्पष्ट और सर्वाधिक तर्कपूर्वक है। उन्हें इससे अपने अंदर बचा कर रखना चाहिए और इसे कभी भी नहीं भूलना चाहिए। ऐसा प्रतीत होता था जैसे जानने के से पहले एम हिमल उन्हें सब कुछ पढ़ा देना चाहते हैं। वीवा ला फ्रांस, लॉन्ग लिव फ्रांस। All at once the church clock struck 12. The trumpets of the Persian soldiers sounded under their window. M. Himmel stood up very pale in his chair. He tried to speak, but something choked him. He couldn't speak. Then he turned to the blackboard. He took a piece of chalk and wrote as large as he could, Viva la France, long live France. Then without a word he made a gesture to them with his hand. School is dismissed. You may go. सो अचानक गिरजाघर की घड़ी ने 12 बजाए। उनकी खिड़कियों के नीचे जर्मन के सिपाही थे, आवाज़ से उन्हें बुला रहे थे। एम हिमल बहुत घबरा गए, अपनी कुर्सी पर खड़े हो गए। उसने बोलने का प्रयत्न किया परंतु किसी चीज़ ने उसे अवरुद्ध कर दिया। वह बोल नहीं सका। फिर वह ब्लैकबोर्ड की ओर मुड़ा। उसने चौक का एक टुकड़ा लिया और जितना बड़ा लिख सकता था लिखा, फ्रांस अमर रहे। फिर बिना कोई शब्द कहे, उसने उनकी ओर अपने हाथ से इशारा करते हुए कहा, स्कूल को भंग किया जाता है, आप जा सकते हैं। मीन्स स्कूल इज dismissed, you may go. So this is the story of the chapter, the last lesson. This is the real summary related to the chapter, the last lesson. So mainly there are few points which are very important. First is late for school, crowd in front of bulletin board, unusual calm at school, the last lesson, sudden love for French, am Himmel, glorious French, vive la France, long live France. That is so. So basically these are some important points you should remember. So now moving to the main points of this chapter, I would like to also explain that. So first point is Franz started for school very late. Means that Franz was too late for his school. He feared a scolding from his teacher, M. Himmel. He had not prepared his lesson on participle. He was fearing that if he would go late, then his teacher M. Himmel will scold him and ask him about the participle. Third point, there was a big crowd in front of the bulletin board. इसका मतलब है कि बुलेटिन बोर्ड के सामने बहुत सारी भीड़ जमा हुई थी। वो लोग उस बोर्ड को पढ़ रहे थे कि उसमें कौन सी न्यूज़ लिखी है। फोर्थ पॉइंट, यूजुअली पीपल रिसीव्ड ऑल काइंड ऑफ न्यूज़ फ्रॉम देयर। ज़्यादातर पीपल सारी तरह की न्यूज़ उसी बुलेटिन बोर्ड से मिलती थी। फिफ्थ पॉइंट, when he reached his school he found it unusual quiet. It means that जब वो अपने स्कूल पहुंचा तो उससे कोई भी आवाज़ नहीं आ रही थी, स्कूल एकदम शांत था। Then sixth point is that the usual hustle and bustle was not there. It means that वहाँ पे शोर शराबा बिल्कुल नहीं हो रहा था, स्कूल एकदम सन्नाटे में था। Seventh point, he went inside the classroom before everybody. He was frightened. It means that जब वो क्लासरूम में गया तो वहाँ पे एकदम शांति थी, वो ये सब देख कर एकदम गुमसुदा हो गया। 8th point, but nothing happened. M. Himmel kindly asked him to go to his place quickly. It means that जब वो क्लासरूम में पहुंचा तो एम हिमल ने उसे डांटा नहीं और बल्कि उसे बोला कि वो जाके अपनी सीट पे बैठ जाए। Then Franz was surprised to see the villagers sitting at the last desk. Franz was so surprised that the villagers are sitting at the last bench. He was thinking that why they are sitting there. Then at last M. Himmel broke a shocking news to his students. Now M. Himmel said that now this is his last lesson. Today is his last day. He will today only teach the French. So he broke his silence about the French. Now an order had came from Berlin. He told their student that this order has came from Berlin, that from today only German will be taught in their school. Then all the school from French district of Alsace and Lorraine would teach German henceforth. The order was that in every school only German will be taught. No French will be there. A new teacher would come to teach German. He also told the students that he is not going to teach them German. A new teacher will be coming and teaching him the German. Then the M. Himmel announced that he would leave the school for good the next day. M. Himmel announced that he is going to leave the school from the next day. He was delivering his last lesson in French. He also told his student that today is his last lesson and he is delivering that. M. Himmel was a transformed person. M. Himmel was basically a very nice person who loves his language so much. He didn't use his ruler when Franz got mixed up and confused. He didn't use he didn't scolded Franz when he got confused about his participle chapter. Then M. Himmel regretted that the people of Alsace were quite indifferent to learning of their mother tongue French. Himmel told that the people haven't learned their mother tongue language. They didn't know their mother tongue language. He was so much disappointed. He called upon his students and the villagers to guard French among themselves and never to forget it. He called the villagers because he wanted to tell that they should never forget their mother tongue language. He wanted to told them that French was their mother tongue. They should know French. Then he declared that French was the most beautiful language in the world. Then he also told that the French is the most beautiful language in the world. They should learn their mother language because it's the most beautiful language in the world. Emil wanted to speak but couldn't. Emotions choked him. He wanted to speak more about French, but finally, when the sepoys called him Himmels, he get choked. He was unable to speak a single word. He only stand up and took a chalk and wrote, "Long live France." He took a piece of chalk and wrote on the blackboard as last he could write, "Long live France." Then he made a gesture with his hand asking them to go out. The school was just. He asked the villagers to go out of the school.